What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Omen Z back with part 6 of what if Goku landed at Capsule Corp. Goku walks around Beerus and he bows before him. Then he does the same for Whis. Goku introduces himself, then he proceeds to walk around both of them, expecting them. I know that you're powerful, but I can't sense your ki. Could this be a perk of God Ki? Beerus raises his eyebrow. Well, saying you know of God Ki? Could you also know of the Super Saiyan God? To everyone's surprise, Goku nods his head. The Super Saiyan God isn't a person. It's actually a transformation that a Saiyan named Yamoshi achieved years ago. But don't lose hope, because I can actually achieve this transformation with the help of 5 pure-hearted Saiyans. Beerus becomes intrigued once he hears Goku say this, and he orders the Saiyans to do the ritual immediately because he wants to fight the Super Saiyan God as soon as possible. The other Saiyans question how the ritual will be performed, and Goku tells them how. Due to Raditz being alive in this scenario, Videl doesn't have to come out and say that she's pregnant, so she'll have to tell Gohan another day. Once the ritual is completed, Goku admits to himself that this power feels beyond different from any of his Super Saiyan forms or his base power state. Bulma also notes that Goku looks much younger, and everyone agrees with her. Goku suspects that this is a part of the Super Saiyan God transformation. It has to revert him back to his youth so his Saiyan body can fight at its full potential. Beerus asks Goku, is he ready to fight yet, and the two begin to fly into the air. I've been wanting to face you since the day I learned of your existence. I hope the power of a destroyer god is more than what I expected. Beerus lets out a laugh, then he rushes towards Goku to start their fight. When Beerus approaches Goku, Goku strikes at the same time that Beerus would, and this creates a shockwave between the two. Goku tries to kick Beerus, but Beerus grabs his leg and then he throws him. As Goku's body flies throughout the air, he begins to shoot a flurry of blasts towards Beerus, forcing the destroyer to have to swat away every attack. Goku appears behind Beerus, then he strikes him in his back. Goku then spins and kicks Beerus in his head, sending him into the ocean. Goku tries to perform a Kamehameha, but Beerus rockets towards him out of the water and smashes his fist into Goku's face. Because of the force of this attack, Goku's body is pushed back, and Beerus had to rush and go towards him, but Goku regains his footing, and the two begin to clash. Well, Saiyan, you're really growing accustomed to this power. Goku looks at his hands, then he smirks at Beerus. I am, and this power is unlike anything I've felt before, so I will make it mine. Goku's fiery aura begins to erupt out of him once again, and he charges up his power to the maximum. When he's done charging up his power, he looks at Beerus, then he blitzes towards him and strikes him in his stomach. Beerus is then surprised at this, because Goku has gotten much faster than he was before. Goku strikes Beerus 4 more times until Beerus catches his hands. Don't get cocky, Saiyan. Beerus knees Goku in the stomach, then he shoots a blast directly towards his face. Goku rushes back towards Beerus once again, and Beerus notices the power of Goku has increased, and he's gotten much stronger. Hey Goku, were you holding back from the beginning? Goku smirks at Beerus, then he tries to strike him again. As the fight progresses, Goku falls out of his Super Saiyan God form, but he still fights as if he's still in it. Beerus begins to question in his head how Goku is still contending against him like this. Beerus then tells Goku if he doesn't fight much harder than what he's doing now, it will destroy his planet. Then he begins to charge up a spear of destruction to throw it towards Goku. Goku watches Beerus form his attack, then he begins to think about everyone who will be killed if Beerus actually throws this towards the planet. Goku lets out a scream and transforms into a Super Saiyan 4, then he creates his own Kamehameha wave to throw it towards Beerus' spear. And as the two attacks meet, Goku's Kamehameha wave begins to get pushed back, until Goku lets out the rest of his power and he screams out ×10, pushing Beerus' sphere back towards him, causing him to have to catch it and disperse it. Goku has now dropped out of his Super Saiyan 4 state, and he heavily breathes as Beerus approaches him. You fought well, Saiyan, but since you didn't beat me, I have to destroy you. Beerus lifts up his arm and a Hakai materializes in his hand, and Goku tries to strike a fighting pose, but he's completely out of energy and he's actually very exhausted, so he falls down back to the earth, and Beerus goes to catch his body as it plummets down. Once they make their way back to the ship, Beerus decides that he'll leave the earth alone since Goku impressed him enough that him and Whis return back to his planet. As a couple weeks go by, Raditz and Vegeta then go to train at Beerus' planet. Goku realizes that they're gone once he checks their homes and he tries to sense their ki. Bulma then tells Goku that they went off to Beerus' planet to train, and Goku actually becomes frustrated because they left without including him. When Whis comes back to Earth, he agrees to let Goku come along with him to train at Beerus' world as well, and the Saiyans begin their training together. When Frieza is revived and he invades the Earth, the Z-Fighters doesn't completely get overwhelmed by them because everyone has slightly kept up with their training, especially Piccolo, because he would play a huge role in defeating Frieza's army. Frieza finally comes out of his ship, Piccolo and Gohan combine their power to do as much as they can to defeat Frieza, but their power isn't enough. Once Frieza begins to beat them up pretty bad, Bulma calls over to Whis and she tells everyone there that Frieza has been brought back to life and he's invading our Earth. Goku then teleports himself, Raditz, and Vegeta back to the planet Earth, and when they arrive, they see Piccolo and Gohan being beat up by Frieza. Frieza rushes over to Gohan to try to land a blow that would kill him, but Goku teleports in front of him and catches Frieza's fist. Nice to see you again, Frieza. It's been a long time. Goku starts to question Frieza on how he came back to life. Frieza begins to tell Goku about everything that he went through while he was in hell and how he trained every day since the day he was brought back to life a few months ago. Frieza then transforms into his final form to ensure that Goku doesn't catch him off guard with any of his power. Transform into a Super Saiyan monkey so I can mount your head on my wall. Goku smirks at Frieza. Frieza, you've been dead for a long time. I have far exceeded that form a long time ago. Goku begins to transform into his Super Saiyan 4 state, but he doesn't stop once he reaches it. He in fact transcends the transformation and he goes into full-powered Super Saiyan 4. Allow me to introduce to you Super Saiyan 4, Frieza. The two begin to fly into the air and they both go into their fighting stances. Frieza rushes towards Goku and he throws a flurry of attacks that Goku dodges. Goku punches Frieza in his ribs and then he kicks him 20 feet away. Then starts to send 5 soaring fists towards Frieza, and Frieza gets hit by every one of them, then he throws up blood. Goku then proceeds to blitz in front of Frieza, and he knees him in his chin, then throws a flurry of punches towards Frieza. What's happening, Frieza? I thought you were stronger than this. What was that training for? Goku continues to pummel Frieza until Frieza grows so angry, he transforms into his golden form off the rip. Then he screams at Goku, "Now, monkey, it's time for you to die." Frieza rockets off towards Goku, then he lands a strike on his face, sending him crashing into the ground. Goku starts to think to himself that Frieza's new transformation is really strong. Goku starts to send more soaring fists towards Frieza, but Frieza blocks every one of them, leading Goku to have to rush towards him again. As their fight goes on, from the ground, Vegeta and Raditz are getting very tired of just watching them fight. So the two begin to play a game of rock, paper, scissors to see who will be the one to step in. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Raditz wins the first round, and Vegeta tells him best 2 out of 3. And they play 2 more games, which Vegeta ends up winning. Vegeta smirks at Raditz, then he flies off towards Goku and Frieza. Kakarot, you fought him way too long. It's my turn now. Goku tells Vegeta that he's right, and maybe he should have finished this fight way quicker because he has dragged his own. Then he proceeds to fly back down towards the ground where Raditz is. Vegeta smirks at Frieza, then he transforms into his Super Saiyan Blue state. Wow, Vegeta, you've grown much stronger also. How about you come back to work for me, and I'll make you my right-hand man. Vegeta scoffs at Frieza's offer. I would never serve anyone that I deem weaker than me. Vegeta rockets off towards Frieza, and their battle begins. And as their fight goes on, Vegeta completely overwhelms Frieza. When Frieza falls to his knees and screams how he's supposed to be the strongest and shouldn't be defeated, Vegeta starts to charge up a big bang attack to finally kill Frieza. When Sobe tries to shoot Vegeta with the ring on his finger, Vegeta swats the attack out of the way and he shoots a ki blast towards him, killing him instantly. Frieza tries to charge up some energy to destroy the planet, but Vegeta shoots the Big Bang attack at him before he could even complete what he was doing. After witnessing this entire event play out in their face, Piccolo and Gohan decide that they should train even harder so that no situation like this will ever happen again. When Vegeta makes his way over to where Raditz and Goku is, Raditz tells them that in the next fight that they have, Raditz is going to be the first one to fight, and if not, he's going to fight both of them. When the Universe 6 tournament starts, only Goku, Vegeta, and Raditz and Piccolo and Gohan attend. Because of how strong his fighters are, Beerus isn't worried about any of them losing. And even if they do lose, he still has Raditz, Vegeta, and Goku to throw in there to finish everything off. Raditz is the first one to fight in the tournament, and he would quickly defeat Beerus. When Frost steps in the ring, Raditz smiles because he's the same race as Frieza. Even though he isn't Frieza, he still feels happy that he's good enough. Raditz transforms into a Super Saiyan, and he rushes directly towards Frost to strike him in his face with immense force. Before Frost even got into the ring, he highly underestimated Raditz's power because he believed that Beerus was already weak. So when Raditz hit him with this attack, Frost took this to heart, and he charged up to his final form so nothing like this will happen again. Frost then proceeds to rush towards Raditz to throw a flurry of attacks at him, but Raditz dodges and blocks every one of them. As the two fighters clash, Frost tries to stab Raditz with his tail to poison him, but Raditz notices this very quickly and he transforms into a Super Saiyan 2 to gain the advantage over Frost and get a speed boost to actually kick him out of the ring much quicker. When Vegeta comes down into the ring, Raditz makes an insult about how he looks, and this hurt Vegeta's feelings. As the two fight, Raditz makes another comment about Vegeta's metal body, and Vegeta starts to feel sad once again, and he leaves an opening for Raditz to attack him and get him out of the ring as well. When Kaba comes down, Raditz realizes that Kaba is a Saiyan, and he becomes Kaba's master instead of Vegeta. Raditz is the one to push Kaba into learning how to transform into a Super Saiyan, but Raditz has to quickly showcase Super Saiyan Blue and tells Kaba to strive for even more power instead of just staying at the Super Saiyan form, and he proceeds to knock him out of the ring as well. When Hit comes down as the last one to fight, Raditz gets on guard from the start because he knows that Hit isn't a pushover. During their fight, Raditz does everything he can to defeat Hit, but Hit ultimately defeats Raditz and gets him out of the ring with his time skip. Goku decides that he'll be the one to fight Hit next, instead of Vegeta. Once Goku goes down to the ring, he tells Hit that he understands his time skip and it won't work against him. And this is where I'll be ending out this video. Like, comment, and subscribe.